More job cuts are on the way, and university budgets are feeling the pinch too. But it seems money can be found for some less essential spending. Welcome to A Bloke in Buenos Aires, presenting news and views in English from the capital of Argentina. Please feel free to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. President Milei is taking another swing with his trademark chainsaw this weekend. 70,000 state employees' contracts expire on March 31st, and many, potentially all, won't be renewed. It's all a continuation of Milei's severe cost-cutting plans to try to plug the hole in the budget. In a speech on Tuesday, the president said that the government had already dismissed 50,000 government workers since taking office in December. That's on top of the termination of 200,000 social welfare plans and the freezing of public works projects. Milei may be slicing costs with his infamous chainsaw, but he now also speaks of the blender, the erosion of wages and pensions through inflation. This combo of chainsaw and blender is what he intends to use in order to balance the budget before the end of the year. Of course, none of this will happen without pushback from the unions and social movements, who are already preparing for more strikes and demos. Another area hit by this chainsaw-blender combo is academia, specifically higher education and scientific research. University budgets have been frozen at the level of last year, which with 273% annual inflation means that many unis will run out of money before the academic year is even halfway over. And the number of doctorate scholarships available has been halved. During the election campaign, Milei had talked a lot about introducing a voucher system for higher education, but now he seems to favour a straightforward fee-paying model, which of course would exclude the great majority of Argentines from attending university. Whilst these spending cuts are all being presented as part of the money-saving plan, it has been suggested that these cuts have an ideological bias. Science and research currently cost Argentina just 0.5% of GDP, much lower than other G20 countries who spend around 2%. Argentina's educational institutions are often seen as having tendencies towards the political left and were a source of support for earlier governments. Despite President Milei's favourite mantra, "there's no money," being used to justify widespread layoffs and budget cuts to what some might describe as essential services, there apparently is some money available for projects with less than obvious benefits. On Tuesday, Defence Minister Luis Petri closed the deal on the purchase of 24 F-16 fighter jets from Denmark at the cost of some $300 million US. Historically, Argentina has always stayed out of global conflicts, so exactly what these planes are for is a bit of a mystery. The planes are US made, and the purchase may be some kind of gesture towards closer ties with Europe and the USA, and a shift away from the previous government's alignment with China and Russia. The president has stated his intention to upgrade Argentina's military, but such lavish spending on hardware at a time of harsh austerity measures in just about every area of the economy is difficult to justify. Every news report has some kind of bias, and it's often frustratingly difficult to get a balanced view. Ground News is a website and app that gathers all the world's media in one place so you can compare coverage. Ground News lets you see the story behind the story, using data-driven analysis that looks at things like the political bias, reliability, and ownership of news outlets. To get a 40% discount off a subscription to Ground News, click on the link in the description below. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please give it a like and subscribe to see more similar content. And if you want to support the channel, you can buy me a coffee in the link below. And until next time, que tengas un buen día.